So you visited Dr. Wang this morning and saw him perform a LASIK surgery. So tell me about that.
I did. It was absolutely incredible. I didn't really know what to expect. We've worked with Dr. Wang for a long period of time. And I've heard a lot about LASIK. Obviously, it's been a key word forever, it seems like.
Yeah.
And, you know, in my mind, it's always been done with a blade. And we know that Dr. Wang doesn't do it with a blade. He has 3D LASIK. And it was incredible. I was able to go in and have proximity to the laser actually working, and I could see the laser would come down with precision, Dr. Wang at the helm, and they use a laser to shave an ultra thin layer off the cornea.
Right.
And I think he said it was at 0.1 of a millimeter, and you could see it sliced slowly with absolute precision, and then the flap would fold down out of the way, and
Right.
Dr. Wang was able to kind of measure and see what was wrong. And you know, the patient was there, absolutely pain-free it seemed. And then I was just, as I was sitting there looking at this, I was thinking to myself, people used to do this and still do it with a blade.
That's exactly what I thought when you described this. First of all, yeah, the idea that it was ever done with a blade is impossible for me to.
I mean, I can tell you firsthand, if I'm thankful to have relatively good eyesight,
Right.
but if I was ever to go in and have it done, I would want the laser to be doing it.
Absolutely.
I just can't believe that for so long it was done with the blade. And when you see that and it's someone's eyeball, I mean, you can talk about it all you like.
So you can't tell what happened to the flap afterwards?
No, what happens? So then the next stage is that the flap it comes down, which was I guess the old lens in that sense.
Right.
And then the patient is moved across so Dr. Wang can have a closer look at what is actually happening. And so the laser does the incision. Then you're moved across to I guess the 3D part, and so I had 3D glasses on and this incredibly large screen that Dr. Wang, that I could see in 3 dimensions, so I could see the patient's eyeball.
Right.
And then Dr. Wang also 3D glasses on, but was looking through a microscope, and then was able to, you know, work out and measure what was needed to be done. And then the next part is that, you know, some eye drops get put in, and then a protective a contact lens gets put over just until the next day, which the patient can remove themselves.
Right.
And quite literally, this happened within 8 minutes.
And you said that patient rode down in the elevator.
They did, but then the next part was that then Dr. Wang will go and the patient actually just sits up, which I was amazed by, like able to, in this case, the lady was able to get up and walk over to the chair, sit down, and then Dr. Wang does a final inspection on the eye, which I was lucky enough to be able to look through and see. And all that you can tell that's happened is just incredible clarity in the eye, but it kind of, you can see a ring that kind of looks like a contact lens that's there.
Right.
But
that's because she had the contact.
well, she did.
Right.
But quite literally, then you know, I said goodbye to the staff. Thank you very much, which took me 2 minutes. And I was standing in the elevator with the patient as the patient rode down, and I actually said to her husband, "This is incredible," and he said it's amazing, and he'd actually had it done before as well with Dr. Wang. Now that patient, she had protective sunglasses on. She'll go home, rest up, try not to open her eyes too much until the following day, and then she's good to go. But I just couldn't believe it.
You're talking about really LASIK, which has been done, you know, for 20 years now at least. But this new wrinkle, doing it with a laser, makes it much safer. And I mean, just the description of it, I'm just surprised that we ever did it with a blade.
I could not believe it. I swear to God, I said to you that if my wife needed the surgery and someone said, okay, would you like to go to this doctor who uses a blade, or would you like to go to this doctor who uses laser precision technology, I know exactly where I would go. And the level of safety, I mean, I look at, you know, Dr. Wang's hands are nowhere near a blade, nowhere near the machine. The machine is doing such incredible...
So if he had a bad night before or whatever...
Exactly right. So the shake of a hand, but I still am trying to, as I think about it, I cannot believe it was done by a blade, nor can I believe that the incredible precision that must have, you know, the variables that must happen when someone is holding onto a blade. So it is absolutely incredible. And I think the process was really seamless. I was so incredibly thrilled to have the proximity to Dr. Wang doing the procedure, and thankful for the patient.
Well, next time you have to see the Forever Young procedure. That'll be interesting.
Yeah, we'll definitely do that. But you know, as I said, we've been working with Dr. Wang for so long. We've seen patient testimonials. I've heard from patients who have had the procedure I've heard of LASIK, normal LASIK surgery, and then to have the 3D LASIK. But to see it firsthand today, as I said to you when I got back,
Yeah.
changed my
Completely.
Completely
I
changed my
didn't know
perception.
any of this stuff, really. I never really thought about it.
I would be nervous about people going near my eye, and even if we remove the whole blade scenario. But the patient, completely calm, completely painless.
Right.
As I said, got up, walked out, and went down in the elevator
Yeah,
with
that's
me.
amazing.
When just literally 15 minutes prior, I'd seen her having her eyes essentially operated on. So it was unreal.
Okay, well, next is Forever Young.
Let's check it out.
All right.